Hey everyone, Hamil Patel here, and in this video I'm going to show you how vet clinic owners could use Facebook to get more business. That's right, vet clinic owners. I had a friend recently reach out to me and asked me how vet clinics could use Facebook to get more pet owners in their office, and so I thought I would create a niche specific video on that. Now, even if you're not in this industry, you can still learn a lot from my process and how I go from creating my first ad, if I was a vet clinic owner, to scaling it to get a lot more customers once I start seeing things work out. So this gave me a great idea to create featured videos that target different industries. So make sure to like my channel so you get updates on new videos when they do come out. So I'm gonna get right into it. The first thing I'm gonna do as a vet clinic owner, I already know that, let's make up a scenario real quickly. So I'm a vet clinic owner. My specialty is in maybe dogs, only dogs. And I have my office in Atlanta, Georgia, and that's it. My typical customer is a female, I'll say. Female, age 30 on up. They're the ones that take care of the animals the most. That's just a scenario I made up. So 30 plus females in Atlanta, Georgia who are dog owners, okay? So now that I have this information, I'm very tech savvy as a vet clinic owner. I just never used Facebook before, and I never even knew that I could use advertising to target potential customers, okay? So that's where I'm at. This is what you would do. So I'm going to start from the very beginning. I'm going to go to Facebook. I'm going to leave everything. And what you do is come over here to Ads Manager, okay? Everyone has Ads Manager. You just cannot, you just need to set up your billing before you can create your first ad. So starting all over, everything is going to be blank. Do not worry about your marketing objective just yet. If you've seen some of my past videos, you'll understand what my favorite objectives are and everything, but just understand that the purpose right now, number one, is to gauge our audience. So it doesn't matter what our objective is. So you can see this number right here, 225 million people. Keep an eye on this number throughout the video. This is our potential reach for the ad that we will create. So our goal as a local business, me as the vet clinic owner in Atlanta, I know that this is a really high number. There's not that many people there. I would be happy if I created an ad and I got like 500 new customers. So rule of thumb, when you create an ad, you might have like 10% of people doing some sort of conversion. If I give away some sort of offer, like a discounted, pet checkup or something, whatever the case is. So if it's 10%, then 500, I'll do 5,000 people reach. But we'll just do a safe rule of thumb. We want to keep this at a 50,000 people reach. That's the usual good number that I do use when we're targeting local businesses that keep it around 50,000 or even lower. I try to keep it a little bit above 10,000 just so I have plenty of people to advertise to. So for branding's sake, like, some people don't even come in the door, but they mention my business to others. It's good for branding. So you do want to have a high number, daily reach, but you don't want to have it too small. So 10,000 minimum, 50,000 ideal maximum, okay? So again, I already know who I am. So I'm a vet clinic owner in Atlanta, Georgia. Okay, and here's an interesting thing. Okay, so I know in Georgia, there's a lot of competition, and even though I'm very superior to my competitors, I know that people only within a 10-mile radius will come see me. The other ones outside, maybe in Tucker, Georgia, they are a little far away, and they will not drive that far to come see me. They'll just go to somebody nearby, okay? Even though I'm superior and I'm like the best clinic in town, I just know that for a fact. So I want to make sure my advertising spend is best used, okay? So within 10-mile radius, I have 3.1 million people. But again, that's everyone in Georgia pretty much, or everyone in Atlanta, Georgia. So what I want to do now is, again, like I said, 30 plus females are my best customers. I've been in business for 10 years, making all this up, and I know that females 30 plus are my best customers, okay? So now I have 1.1 million females in that area that I can target to, but this is everybody. This is not pet owners, okay? So this is the holy grail right here of Facebook advertising. This is where I would like for you to spend a little bit of time and just play around and get some insight. Specifically for vet clinic owners, we want to target people who are pet owners, okay? And specifically, like I said, I want to do dogs. Cats are fine, but just making this up, dogs make me more money. So I want to make sure my ad spend goes really well. So right here, pet owners. And you can see right there, cats are there too. And then again, this number, this is nationwide, okay? So don't think of this as Atlanta, Georgia. What happens when you put in dog owners? That number is going to go down. There you go. See, 79,000 people. So what happens here is I put in a detailed targeting for people who are dog owners, and Facebook figured this out by using a purchase behavior. So Facebook, of course, I'm sure you're well aware that when you do anything on Facebook, it tracks you. It likes to make sure it knows what you're doing. And so if you're on Facebook and you purchased a dog collar or some Petco product or something on Facebook, and even though you went to the other website to make the purchase, if you went through the Facebook ad or something, it understands that you're making some purchase behaviors here. So I'm not targeting. This is a big mistake right here. See that, dog lovers? That's a big mistake. People do that, and that's just an interest. That's just people who are interested in dogs. That could be me. I love dogs, but I do not have a dog. I've never had a dog in my life. I could be categorized here, and if you targeted me, you would be wasting your money because I have no dog to bring to your vet clinic, okay? So behaviors are people who are taking some sort of action, and interest is just, very, very general stuff right there. So keep that in mind as a vet clinic owner, and everyone else who doesn't have a vet clinic, just keep that in mind as behavior and interest. There's a lot of other things that are in here too, like employees and employers and all that stuff too. But for this sake, just know dog owners, okay? Now, like I said, 50,000 was my ideal number. You could, because I'm in a big city like Atlanta, I could have stopped right here and targeted 79,000 people. That's fantastic. But let's just say I wanted to target down, and I really wanted to make sure I focused on people who are very serious potential buyers. What you do next is you do narrowing of your audience, okay? So you want somebody who's a dog owner, and also maybe somebody who's like really passionate about their dog. So they really care about their dog. So let's see what I do sometimes. You can see what I'm doing here is I'll just put in like dog, and I'll see what options come up. And like none of this makes sense. Snoop Dogg, dog training. Of course, you're a vet clinic, so dog training doesn't matter. We already have dog owners up top. So if this doesn't work out, what I do is pet, and I'll see what happens here. This is the one, yeah, right here that I was thinking about. Pet care products. So, and again, that's a behavior. It's not an interest, so that means more. So let's click on that, right? Yeah, purchase behavior. So the reason I did that was because I want to target people who are dog owners, who are 30 and plus women, but they also buy pet care products. They take a lot of care of their animals, their dogs. Maybe they're buying all their medication and everything constantly, whereas very general pet dog owners might just be taking them to the vet clinic if they're sick, right? So I want to target the best of the best because I want to make sure my ad spend is best used, and I want customers that will come in one time but come in for a lifetime just because they like my service, right? So not only did I get people who were passionate because I found people and I narrowed them down, but I also narrowed this number down. So this is an example right here of a potential audience that you could reach, 30 plus women in Atlanta who are dog owners and also passionate by pet care products. They purchase products for their pets online, okay? So that was example number one, gauging your potential audience. Now, number two is, I don't have anything to really show, but number two is creating the ad itself. So I'm just gonna move forward. I'm gonna show you. Now, this is number two right here, creating the ad, giving something away to build trust. So you always have to do something to build trust with the person. Like if you've ever advertised for a vet clinic before and you've done it on Google AdWords, that's one different thing because people are on Google and they're searching for something. So again, I'll go to Google and I'll search for, and I'm in Tallahassee, Florida, so it's going to show me whatever is over here. Now, when you go to Google, you're searching for something, so it's called search intent. When you're on Facebook, you're not searching for something. You're just on there because you're tired from work or your potential customer. My 30,000 customers that I'm targeting potentially, those females, they're on Facebook mostly because they're taking a break from life and they're just scrolling down the news feed. So I need to get their attention and not directly sell to them, but build some trust with them, have a conversation with them. That's my favorite thing to say on Facebook is you want to have a conversation with them. Whereas Google, you don't have a conversation. You just create an ad, and there's no ad here, but like maybe not directly an ad, but on here it's all search intent. On Facebook, you're trying to create a conversation. So let's just say for the sake, you create an introduction video saying that hi, I'm so-and-so, vet clinic owner in Atlanta, Georgia, and I would love to do a free diagnosis of your beloved dog for a discounted rate of $29.99, which is usually like $100. All this stuff I just made up on the spot. But what you want to do is if you want to build trust with that person, brand new person, so you want to build trust, show them your facility, maybe in your video, and say, come on by $29.99 and I'll give you a diagnosis or something for your pet. Maybe some, I don't even know, I can't think of it right now. But and then you can say like limited time offer, only the first 25 that will contact us can get this offer and stuff like that. So that's number two, giving something away to build trust. So you don't have to give something away totally free, but if you do, that's really catchy stuff. People will take that. But you do want to give something away, maybe discounted, to build trust, because think about that lady at the mall in front of the Chinese restaurant who's sampling. It could be a guy too at the mall who's giving away free samples. That's what you want to be. Nobody knows about the restaurant, but when you get a free sample, you try and you love it. You're gonna eat that. You're gonna eat at that restaurant for lunchtime. So be like that person. Give away something to build trust. Number three is to sell to already paying customers using custom audience. This is huge. So again, I'm using my example. If I'm that vet clinic owner and I have thousands of previous customers, what I can do is, I'm gonna go back here. Let me stay on this page, objective. What I can do is, instead of targeting, I will target Atlanta, Georgia, again, because I'm a local business. I know that my stuff is worthless outside of this area. But what I can do is go 18, everybody, keep it broad. I'll get rid of all this stuff. And what I have is, because I'm so organized, I've been in business for 10 years, I have maybe 15,000 email addresses of all my past customers, because every time I get a new customer, I log them into my system. What I can do is create a custom audience. I can basically create a Excel document of all the emails that I have from my system. I'll download that, I'll upload it on here, and I can create a custom audience. You can see some of the audiences that I've made right here for different people, custom audiences. Where I have their email addresses, and what you do then is you can target those same people that came to your clinic, and you can create an ad for them. And this is for repeat customers. So what you're doing here is creating a custom audience, and you need to, if you're going to create a new one right here, here it is, customer file, and you're going to, right here, emails. So all you're going to do is maybe get the Excel document and upload those maybe 1,000 emails, and it's going to come in here. And what Facebook does, it's going to target those 1,000 people on Facebook. So you can send an ad to repeat customers to remind them to come back into your business. This is a really good thing, and it's called creating a custom audience, because instead of using Facebook's detailed targeting to figure out people who you want to advertise to, you already know who you want to advertise to. So you're going to create a new audience. Again, come in here in custom audience, you're going to use a customer file, and then you're going to come over here and copy and paste information. What I've done in the past when I wanted to target people for my own business is I might not always have their email address, and you can download a file template and you can see what I'm talking about. But basically you can fill in as many of the columns as possible, like first name and last name, and maybe you don't have the year of birth, but you do have their phone number. What you do is, as much information you fill in, Facebook can use that to narrow down the person that you're trying to target and find them on Facebook, and you can put an ad in front of them. So this is a very good thing. This is actually a better use of your money, because you have customers that you already want to target to. The best customer is a returning customer. So if you want to create an ad to remind people to come back in the door, this is a great thing to do. So that's number three, sell to customers that are already have already been to your place one time using custom audiences. And then the final thing that I wanted you to be aware of, and don't worry about all this technicality stuff. If you have any questions, you can always put a comment on this video, and you can always email me as well. I'll put my email in the comments. The number four thing that you can do is create what's called a lookalike audience. This is the gold mine. This is the true gold mine of Facebook. And so if you were a baby, you would be doing detailed targeting because you don't know who to target. Then as a teenager, you'll be doing custom audiences because you've already had customers and you know who you can target. When you get older, you can do lookalike audience. Basically, I will still get those 1,000 customer emails that I've had, but what I'll do is I'll create a lookalike audience of those people. So again, same thing, I'm gonna upload what I have to do is I have to upload my custom audience first. So same thing, I'm going to put in all those emails that I had uploaded. I'm going to label it something like all 1000 emails, right? I don't have the file or anything to put here. I can even copy paste the emails here if I wanted to. Let me say Joe. Yeah, I can't write anything. So, but after that, what happens is that custom audience gets saved. And the last thing to talk to you about is lookalike audience. So basically, Facebook knows who your audience is, and it's going to create a lookalike audience based on that audience. So let's say those 1,000 people that I had on Facebook, I tell Facebook that, okay, I already took care of these 1,000 people. They're already returning customers. I have them on a monthly program. I want you to find 1,000 other people that are very committed to their dogs, like the current customers that I have in my custom audience. So basically, you come on here, you add in the source, the audience that I have right here, and you, of course, target the Atlanta, Georgia. And again, this will make sense once you actually upload the file. And what you do is keep it at 1%. So what happens is, this is a very concentration, 1% of the people on Facebook that are very similar to who you are targeting based on the locations. And even if you have the emails, it will be very similar. So what happens is when you use this number and you go out, you're getting a bigger reach of people, but they're not going to be as concentrated. It's similar to this potential reach right here. You have 3 million people right here, but it's not concentrated. You want to have those dog owners and stuff like that here, so that this number gets small. So the same thing goes with the lookalike audience. You want to make sure that's always 1%. I always recommend 1%. When you start making really good sales and everything on Facebook, you can experiment and try to get 2%, 3% and more. But for the most part, what I've only been doing is always 1%. So just as a reiteration, the lookalike audience is basically, you have your custom audience, and you don't want to advertise to them anymore. You want Facebook to use its algorithm and figure out who people could be that are similar to your custom audience. So basically, you use the Facebook's lookalike audience to reach new people on Facebook who are similar to your most valuable audiences. Couldn't have said it better myself. So that's what you want to do, step 3. So as a recap of this video, I hope you found this very helpful. Number 1 was to gauge your potential audience. So when you are thinking of using Facebook to grow your vet clinic's business, you'll come in here and create an ad like I did, and you'll just experiment. You'll fill in this information and see what this number gets to, just to see who you can target. And again, like I said, 10 to 50,000 is a good number. If you live in a small town, you might even get only 1 to 5,000, which might be okay. So after that, step 1 of after doing all that is creating the ad. So again, detailed targeting, put in dog owners, cat owners, whatever you want to target. Step 2, once you do that, is if you have an audience, if you have a bunch of emails, you can just create a custom audience, and all you do is create a custom audience, and come in here, and you can use email, all that stuff. If you take inventory of your customers, you should have most of this information right here, and it just helps Facebook narrow down that potential customer on Facebook, because out of the billion plus people that are on Facebook, there could be a lot of duplicates. So you want to make sure that you have you give Facebook as much information as possible. Once you've done that, you can create a lookalike audience and really grow your business by finding people who are as passionate about their dogs or cats as much as your valuable audience is. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like my channel if you'd like to get some more information, and post a comment, like this video if you really appreciate it and want me to make more industry specific videos like this one. Take care, have a good day.